Hey, let me ask you a question real quick. What do Abraham Lincoln, Oprah Winfrey, and Michael Jordan all have in common? Any guesses? Well, if you guess that they've all had a huge impact on the world in their respective ways, you'd be right. But what you may not know is that another thing they have in common is the fact that they were actually all told that they wouldn't be successful. I know, in hindsight, that sounds ridiculous, right? But it's true. And you know what? They're not the only ones. Countless other people have been highly successful even though others told them that they never would be. And you can too, and I'm going to show you how. Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to the Lifehack Show. I'm your host, Justin Aldridge, and today I want to talk to you about how you can be extremely successful even if nobody thinks that you can. But before we dive into that, I just want to encourage you, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you get notified each and every time that we put out new, great content. And also, I want to tell you about a great resource that we've created for you here at Lifehack. It is our guide for how to take control when life doesn't go as planned. This is going to be a great tool that's going to serve you well on your journey to success. So click on the link above or down in the description below and go and download that guide. Now, with that being said, let's dive in. Now here in just a minute, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do to be extremely successful even when nobody thinks that you can be. But before we get into that, I want to tell you why I'm so passionate about this. And it's because this is something I've actually experienced in my life. You know, growing up, I came from a very poor family. My dad was 21 with 5 kids. My mom was 20 with 3 kids. Both of my parents were high school dropouts. We struggled growing up. And because of that, I didn't have any models of success in my life. I didn't have anybody that I could look to as an example of what things I needed to be doing or not doing in order to create the type of success that I desired. All I knew was that I wanted to be successful. But I also knew that other people were telling me that I couldn't be. That people like me didn't achieve the sort of success that I desired. And it was actually doing these 5 things in my life that allowed me to be able to go out and create great levels of success. That allowed me to be able to sit here and share this video with you. So I promise you, if you commit to doing these things, regardless of what life looks like right now, you can create the sort of success in life that you desire. Now, let's dive into the tips. So the first thing that you need to do in order to create success in your life is you need a plan. You got to sit down and actually plan out what it is that you want to do. Where do you want to pursue success in your life? The famous quote says, "A goal without a plan is a wish." Well, wishing or hoping is not an effective plan for success. You've got to sit down and you've got to do the work in order to create a plan that's going to drive you to where it is that you ultimately want to be. This right here is probably the step that separates the highly successful from the unsuccessful. Most people don't want to sit down and do this work because it's not fun. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. But think about it. If you were going to take a road trip, would you just hop in a car and just take off? No. You would need to know where you're going first. And you would also need to know exactly how to get there. The reality is, time is our most precious commodity in this life. Well, if you don't create a plan for creating the success that you desire, you're going to waste a lot of time. So do yourself a favor. If you want to create really great success in your life, even though other people may be telling you that you can't, sit down and create a plan. Get clear on exactly what you want to achieve and how you're going to achieve it. When you do that, not only are you going to stop wasting time, but you're actually going to set yourself up for creating the success that you desire. The second thing that you can do to create success in your life is to never stop seeking knowledge. As we get older, it's our natural tendency to just fall into a rhythm of life. Wake up, go to work, come home, eat, go to bed, do the same thing over and over and over again. That's not a recipe for success. That's not a recipe for an abundant, fulfilled life. But you're here watching this because you desire to have that. You want a great life. You want extreme levels of success in your life. Well, if you do, you've got to continuously seek out knowledge. Books, podcasts, personal growth websites, whatever it is for you, continue to seek out knowledge that's relevant to the success that you desire to have. The reality is, people who create great levels of success are ones who are continuously growing and evolving. The moment that you stop growing is the moment that you actually start shrinking. Because the people around you who are striving for more success, they are continuously growing. There's no such thing as sitting still in this life. You're either moving forward or you're moving backward. So if you want to be successful, figure out what knowledge is necessary, both personally or professionally, that's going to be required in order to get to where you want to go, and start seeking out that knowledge. Become a student of both life and career, and you're going to separate yourself from other people. Because just like creating a plan, most people don't want to sit down and give up entertainment in the place of education. But if you can continuously seek out education, seek out ways to continue to grow, you're going to set yourself up to be able to create the success that you desire. The third thing that you can do to create the success that you want is to distance yourself from distractions. Look, we know the type of society and world that we live in nowadays. Distraction is right around the corner every second of the day. And if we're not careful about protecting our focus and our energy, it's very easy to fall victim to those distractions. Whether it's social media, whether it's watching videos on YouTube, or whether it's getting wrapped up in whatever the latest reality TV show is, there's so many distractions that can rob us of the success that we desire. And not only is it in the things that we can get wrapped up in, but distraction can come in the form of people as well. There are a lot of people out there who are quick to want to steal your attention. So you've got to be intentional about your time. You've got to be intentional about what it is that you're focusing on. Because the reality is, we all have the same amount of time each and every day. But the ones who create the success that they desire are the ones who are able to protect their focus, protect their energy, and invest their time, energy, and resources into the things that are actually going to lend themselves to the success that they want to create. So you've got to make sure, go through, do an evaluation of your life. What are the distractions that are robbing you of time right now? Because chances are, if you're still striving for a certain level of success, you may not have all of the time in the world to allocate toward that thing. So you've got to make sure that the time that you do have is very intentional, it's very focused. So eliminate those distractions. Distance yourself from those people or things that are going to pull you away from the things that you need to be doing. When you can do that, that's just another thing that's going to allow you to set yourself up for the success that you so deeply desire. Invest in coaches and mentors. That's the fourth thing that you can do to create the success that you desire. And the reason why this is so important is because you're watching this because you don't have people who are telling you that you can create that success that you want. Well, coaches and mentors, that's what their job is. That's what they're there to do. They're there to educate and inspire you to chase your dreams, to dream bigger, and to go all in on that which you desire. A lot of people get hung up and they make the excuse of, I don't have the money to invest in coaches and mentors. But the reality is that you're going to have to be willing to sacrifice for your dream, or your dream is going to become the sacrifice. Yes, you may have to save. Yes, you may have to take money from other areas of life and allocate it toward your goals and dreams. But investing in coaches and mentors is a way to not only have the encouragement and the accountability that you need, but it's also a way to be able to speed up the process of achieving the success that you desire. Coaches and mentors are there to be able to give you the blueprint for success. These are ideally people who have already accomplished the things that you desire to accomplish in your life and career. So really, these coaches and mentors are invaluable in your pursuit of achieving the success that you desire. When you don't have accountability and support, achieving your goals and dreams is hard. So go out and invest in people who will be able to provide those things to you. When you do that, that's when you're going to really set yourself apart from everybody else who's going out there maybe just taking action. Because those people may not know exactly what action they need to be taking, and they may not have the accountability along the way. But getting coaches and mentors is going to allow you to get everything that you need and to speed up that process to get to where you want to go. And then the last and final thing that you need to do in order to create success, even if nobody believes in you and everybody is telling you that you can't do it, is to commit to being successful. I know it sounds obvious. It does. When we say these type of things, it's almost like a duh type of moment. But the reality is, most people don't fully commit to these things. Your goals and dreams for most people can be bought out. Whether it's enough opposition or whether it's enough comfort in another area of life, Most people are willing to give up on their goals and dreams for certain things. They're willing to give up on the success that they desire when things start really getting tough. So if you're going to achieve what you really want, and you're going to do it despite the fact that nobody else is there encouraging you or holding you accountable or pushing you toward the success that you desire, you are going to have to 100% commit to the process. Being successful is not easy. So you've got to make sure that you are all in, that you are fully committed to this process, because things are going to get tough along the way. But just like Abraham Lincoln, Oprah, and Michael Jordan, if you have enough grit and determination and commitment to being successful and to the goals and dreams that you have, you'll follow through. You'll show up even when everybody else is telling you that you're foolish to continue to do so. And those are the type of people who follow through and create the life that they desire. So follow in their footsteps. Commit to being successful, and you're going to get to where you want to go. All right, so what'd you think? Which one of those 5 tips most resonates with you? Let me know in the comments below, because I want other people to see what it is that's really driving all of these dreamers who are in this community. And also, speaking of community, I want to tell you about a great community that we have here at Lifehack. It is our free Facebook group of dreamers who are going out and chasing down their biggest goals. Click on the link in the description below to go and network and connect with all these amazing men and women so that they can encourage and support you as you go out and start chasing your biggest goals and dreams. With that being said, that concludes this week's video. Hop on over to lifehack.org for more great tips, tools, and resources just like this, or stay tuned for the next video.